Something is happening to you, but you might not even realize it yet. You feel different. You think differently. And the way people react to you, it's changing too. See, most men follow the script that society hands them. They chase approval, beg for attention, and live their lives based on what others expect of them. But you're breaking free. Maybe you've noticed it already. Maybe it's just starting. But if these signs sound familiar, let me tell you right now, you're evolving into a Sigma male. The question is, are you ready for what comes next? Let's get into it. 1. You're losing interest in impressing people, and it feels good. At some point in your life, you probably bent over backward trying to be likable. You cracked jokes to fit in. You played along with conversations you didn't care about. Maybe you even changed parts of yourself just to be accepted. But now, something shifted. You're starting to see the game for what it is. Fake smiles, forced small talk, people pretending to care more than they actually do. And you're over it. This is one of the biggest signs you're evolving into a Sigma male. See, Sigmas don't chase approval. They don't crave validation from the crowd. They walk their own path, even if it means walking alone. You might notice that. You stop trying to prove yourself. If someone doubts you, that's their problem. You don't waste energy convincing people of your worth. You don't need constant social interaction. You used to seek out attention, but now, silence feels powerful. You value deep conversations over surface-level nonsense. If a convo isn't real, you'd rather not have it at all. And here's what happens next. People start noticing. Your indifference confuses them. They can't figure out why you're not chasing their approval. And that's when something crazy happens. They start chasing yours. The moment you stop caring about impressing people, that's when you become the most intriguing person in the room. Sigma males don't try to fit in, and that's exactly why they stand out. 2. You're becoming impossible to manipulate. Ever noticed how most people are easily controlled? A little guilt, a little peer pressure, and boom, they cave. They say yes when they mean no. They bend to social expectations. They let people walk all over them. But you're starting to break free from all that. You recognize manipulation instantly. You see through fake flattery. You feel when someone's trying to guilt trip you, and instead of playing along, you shut it down. That's because Sigma males operate with cold logic. They don't make emotional decisions. They don't let people exploit their kindness. They think for themselves, and that makes them dangerous. Look at the ways manipulation usually works. Guilt tripping. If you really cared, you'd do this for me. Peer pressure. Everyone else is doing it. Don't be weird. Fake compliments. You're so amazing. Can you help me with this favor? Most people fall for it. They don't want to disappoint others. They want to be liked. But a Sigma, he doesn't play that game. If someone tries to manipulate him, he calls it out or walks away. He doesn't argue, doesn't explain himself. He just moves on. And the craziest part? Manipulators hate it. They can't handle someone they can't control. And that's exactly what makes Sigmas so powerful. When you stop falling for emotional traps, you become untouchable. 3. You're attracting women without even trying. Here's the biggest mind blower of all. The moment you stop chasing women, they start chasing you. If you've been noticing that women seem more interested in you lately, if they're staring, flirting, or suddenly paying attention to you in a way they never did before, it's not random. It's because you're giving off a different energy. See, most guys make one huge mistake. They try too hard. They overtext. They constantly check in. They act too available. And that instantly kills attraction. But a Sigma, he's different. He's busy with his own life. He doesn't need a woman to entertain him. He's calm and confident. He doesn't seek validation, and that's magnetic. He's hard to read, and nothing makes a woman more obsessed than a mystery she can't figure out. You might notice women are finding excuses to talk to you. They randomly bump into you or send that hey text out of nowhere, testing you. They try to see if they can make you jealous or get a reaction because they need to know if you care. Acting more feminine around you. When a woman meets a true Sigma male, she naturally becomes softer, more giggly, and more playful. Why? Because Sigmas aren't desperate, and nothing is sexier than a man who knows his worth. Most guys spend their whole lives chasing women, but Sigma males, they make women chase them. 4. You're cutting people off without regret. Something weird is happening. You used to tolerate people who drained your energy. You'd keep up with fake friends, entertain pointless conversations, and put up with nonsense just to avoid conflict. But now, you don't care anymore. You've started cutting people off without a second thought. And the craziest part? It feels good. Sigma males value their peace over everything. They don't waste time on people who bring negativity, drama, or useless distractions. And when they sense someone is fake, manipulative, or a time waster, they don't argue, they don't explain, they just disappear. Here's how you know you're leveling up. You don't chase friendships. If someone wants to leave, let them. You stop explaining yourself. You used to justify your choices. Now, you just live your life. You're immune to guilt tripping. If someone tries to make you feel bad for walking away, that's their problem, not yours. And let me tell you, this shocks people. They're used to controlling others with guilt, emotional outbursts, and manipulation. But with you, none of it works. A Sigma never begs for someone to stay. He only invests in people who bring value. The moment you stop forcing connections and start prioritizing your own mental peace, you've officially stepped into Sigma territory. 5. You're becoming the guy everyone respects but can't figure out. Something strange is happening in social settings. People are starting to watch what they say around you. They speak to you with more respect. And instead of treating you like just another guy, they approach you like a leader. Why? Because you're becoming unpredictable. Sigma males don't act how people expect them to. They're not overly friendly, but they're not rude either. They don't overshare, but when they speak, people listen. And that's what makes them powerful. Think about it. Most people are easy to read. You know exactly how they'll react, what they'll say, and what they want, but not you. Most guys try to fit in. They laugh at jokes that aren't funny, follow trends, and seek approval, but you stand alone. Most men need validation. They're constantly explaining themselves, proving their worth, and trying to impress. But you don't give a damn, and that drives people crazy. Women feel curious and intrigued. Other men feel intimidated or inspired, and everyone around you starts to realize you're not like the rest. When you become the guy that nobody can figure out, but everybody respects, that's when you know you've fully stepped into your Sigma power. By now, one thing should be clear. You're changing. You're seeing the world differently. You're moving differently. And whether you like it or not, people are noticing. Some will admire you. Others will resent you. But one thing's for sure, you can't go back. The Sigma path isn't something you choose. It chooses you. And once you step into this mindset, there's no return to the old way of living. So the real question is, what will you do with this power? If you're ready to keep unlocking your Sigma potential, hit that subscribe button right now. Let's keep building this unstoppable mindset together. I'll see you in the next one.